Hi everyone, today we are going to study the topic known as Indian Ethos. What is Indian Ethos? Indian Ethos are nothing but understanding Indian culture in a deeper sense. We have observed there are many foreigners visiting India. When asked to them, why do you visit India? They said, we are here to learn more about Indian culture. We want to know about the spirituality which is practiced in India, and so we are here. So it is nothing but understanding and the learning of Vedas, Upanishads, and also the epics like Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita. For example, the arti performed in the banks of river Ganga in the city known as Haridwar and the state Uttarakhand. Now let us understand Indian ethos in a deeper sense. According to Swami Vivekananda, Indian ethos are nothing but a performance of honesty, integrity and morality. Honesty means ईमानदारी. ईमानदारी से काम करना, अखंडता से काम करना और नैतिकता से काम करना, ये तीनों चीजें मिलके हमें एक अच्छा मनुष्य बनाती है, जिससे हम एक अच्छे मैनेजर बन सकते हैं, हम एक अच्छे लीडर बन सकते हैं. इसलिए इंडियन एथोस हमारे जीवन में बहुत बड़ी अहमियत रखता है. इंडियन एथोस आर बेसिकली बेस्ड ऑन आवर सोशल, cultural and religious structure. So here I would like to discuss a case of the company known as McDonald's. When McDonald's started its outlets business in India, they were not making so much profit. When observed this problem by a strategic business unit, they came up with a problem that Indians are not proved to have more non-vegetarian food. So then they realized that yes, they have to start with a vegetarian food also in their outlets. Hence we have now veg burgers also available in the McDonald's, and we have two separate kitchens in each and every outlets for vegetarian and non-vegetarian. This is because Indian culture does not give more advantage to non-vegetarian food, and this is only applicable in the outlets of McDonald's in India. Outstation or abroad, if you go, you will not find a veg burgers facility in McDonald's outlets abroad. Let us now understand what are basic concepts of Indian ethos, which help us to understand Indian teaching to manage our life in the modern world. Understanding who am I, developing self-awareness. We can only develop self-awareness by the understanding of proper Indian ethos. The practice of meditation can help us to relax and understand ourselves in a deeper sense. The second point of Indian ethos is Nishkam Seva. Do a work without expecting any fruit from it. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains Arjuna that कर्म करो, उसके फल की चिंता मत करो. Whatever work you are allotted, do it with your full integrity without being any expectation from the fruits of that work. This point is karma. That is nothing but perform your duties. Perform your duties in an ethical and a right way, because what we do comes to us. जैसे बोलते हैं, जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी. Let us now understand what are different principles practiced by Indian companies. Under that, the first one is immense potential. Immense potential is nothing but put your full integrity, full hard work whenever you are doing any kind of work. If you put your full potential into a work, it will give you a successful result and a perfection in your work. It is more important to get a perfection in your work so that there is no fault in your work and the productivity is maintained at a high level. The next point is holistic approach. संपूर्ण दृष्टि से किसी समस्या को अगर संपूर्ण दृष्टि से देखा जाए और उसे हल किया जाए तो उसके परिणाम ज्यादा अच्छे होंगे. इसका अनुभव हमने टाटा कंपनी में देखा है. When Ratan Tata was planting his nano plant and it was not successful, there were some hurdles coming to set up the plant in Bengal. So he shifted his plant to Gujarat. Rather than shifting from one country to another, he just shifted into the states. So that is known as Sampurna Drishti to solve the problem. The next point is inner resource. Inner resource is nothing but known as inner world around us, that is Divya feeling. Inner resource is very important and powerful. If your inner resource is powerful, then and then only you will able to get the outer resource, which is material, plant and machinery. So inner resource is very important in the individual life. How you feel comfortable in the workplace, Is he happy with the work environment? If internally he is not okay, then external environment will be affected, and hence it will have the impact on the productivity. Next point is karma yoga, that is selfless work. Right work with right attitude. Help those who need your knowledge. Here I would like to give the example of the poet Kabir. In his wordings he said, "Oh God, give me that much so that I can take care of my family. I do not remain hungry, nor the person who comes to me for the ends." It means I should also be happy, and I should make others' life happy also if I can help them with my knowledge and expectations. The next point is Yoga Karmashu Kaushalya. It means performing the work with full self-motivation and self-development with devotion and without attachment. It means we have to work with full dedication but without the expectation of result. We should surrender ourselves to Supreme and perform our duties in a correct and an ethical way. The next point is cooperations. It is known as collective work. Whenever we are working in an organization, we are working under a team. And it is not an individual work which is recognized, it is a team work which is also recognized. So whenever we are working in a team, we have to be cooperative. It is not like that, it is my work and I will only do, and this is your work and you will only do. It is like helping each other so that we understand the importance of work, we understand the importance of target which are given to our team. There is cooperativeness in the team, and hence the collective work has an impact on the performance also. Now let us understand what role Indian ethos plays in management. The first point is humanity is performed for both internal and external customer, so that there is a good bond between them and it results in a better performance. When I talk about internal customer, those are nothing but our employees. Once the employees is satisfied with their work and their performance and their productivity, they can give their 100% to the external customer who we don't know, but we want them in our business. So there is a rule in every bank that one customer can make or break the business. If a customer is not satisfied with the type of services which we provide, being in the competitive world, then he may have words with another 10 customers and have an impact on your profits. So employees are the face of the organization, and they have to make sure that all the customers which visit their bank branches are happy and satisfied with the quality of service which the employees provided to them. After all, employees are the face of the organization. Indian ethos focuses if a person is good, then the whole world is good. So instead of trying to be a good manager, try to be a good person. That will help you to maintain the environment where you are living, and the work culture is also not affected by the negative thoughts. Indian ethos focuses on the balance between the secular and the spiritual values. Now in this secular means we are in the corporate world, so we have to think about the profit, the wealth, but that can only be achieved if spiritually we are correct, if ethically we are correct. In case of just generating profit, we should not forget that there are human beings which are dealing with those things. So we have to make sure and protect those humanity feelings, and so spirituality helps us in that. Self-motivation and self-development helps a lot in the development of a business and its quality. When I talk about self-motivation, there is a lot of efforts put by many corporates in motivating the employees to do a work in a more productive way, and that's why there are training and development programs designed. For example, if you are working 5 days a week, the last 2 days of a week are given only for the training to the employees so that they can work in more faster, more in a productive way, and hence even the motivation practice are also given to the employees so that they can work in any situation and tackle the problems. Management also focuses on maximum utilization of resources. Now this teaching is given by Bhagavad Gita that whatever resources you have, you should make the utmost utilization of that, whether it is less or more, but the utilization of resources is most important. Then leading to the efficiency. Whatever work we are doing, we have to do with full efficiency. It should be in an effective way. It is not like less effective work will not give you a desired productivity, and hence we are in the corporate world, we have to deal with that. Now let us understand what are different business ethos practiced by Indian companies. So under that first principle is principle of sacrifice. Now this is nothing but give and take relation. For example, if a manager who is performed to the higher level and he has been asked to train the person who is in the middle level of the organization, so that person has to sacrifice his time and give more importance to the middle level of manager so that he can understand his work and get trained so that he is able to work in that position and that person can leave that position and go to the another place. The next principle practice is known as harmony. The principle of harmony states that a person should be able to handle his self-awareness while dealing in a conflict situation. He should be able to tackle that with a calm mind so that there is no conflicts between them. The next is principle of non-violence. Now this is a principle to avoid unnecessary strikes and lockouts. We have seen earlier that there were many labor unions, still there are labor unions and they go for the strikes, which has an impact on the performance of the company. So right now in India there are certain code of conducts which are performed in an ethical way in measures to protect the laborer and the employee so that there is no strikes and lockouts and the employees feel that they are being protected by the rules which are by government as well as the companies. To make the employees feel better, nowadays they perform various other perks which employees are having, like leave travel allowance. Then there are medical leaves, there are paternity and maternity leaves, there are 40-day leaves in a full year so that you can go out and perform your hobbies. This is nothing but making the employees feel that there is only no work in the organization but we care about yourself also. Now next principle is principle of reward. Now reward is very important to motivate the employees for his productive work. If an employee is a good performer of a smart work plus hard work, then he should be rewarded. And this reward can be of any type of gifts or the vouchers which are given by the companies or any type of facilities which are given by the companies to the employees so that he is rewarded for his work and his existence in the company. Next is principle of justice. Not the employees are only rewarded for their productive and hard work, but the employees who are not rewarded for their underrated work, because the management thinks so that they require more training and development to be skilled up so that the work performance is at most level, and that's why they are punished for that. Not in the sense of giving punishment, but only underrated for some time. The next point is principle of integrity. Now, principle of integrity is nothing but having the feeling of the team spirit among the employees, because then it will not give rise to division of labor and the team will perform accordingly so that there are better results of the performance and the productivity is at a high level because the team is so cooperative among themselves that there is no loopholes in between.